Welcome back to Next Bike World, where we dive deep into the most exciting two-wheelers on the horizon. Today, we're exploring the 2026 Yamaha XSR 300A, a bike that promises to blend the timeless soul of Yamaha's heritage with modern engineering precision. If you've ever wished for a machine that looks like it rolled straight out of the golden era of motorcycling yet performs like a cutting-edge 21st century ride, the XSR 300 might be the one to watch. Let's start with what's at the heart of this machine. Its engine, expected to feature a 321cc liquid-cooled parallel twin, borrowed and refined from Yamaha's Mount 03 platform. This motor is known for its smooth power delivery and a rev-happy nature. Output is projected to be around 42 horsepower at high revs and roughly 29.830 Nm of torque, giving it enough punch to make city sprints exciting while still being comfortable on longer highway runs. The power band is expected to be broad, allowing riders to enjoy strong acceleration without constant gear changes. Coupled to a 6-speed gearbox with slick, precise shifts, it should feel effortless to ride whether you're darting through traffic or carving up a twisty back road. Fuel injection will ensure the throttle feels crisp and predictable, while Yamaha's attention to refinement should mean minimal vibrations, even near the top of the rev range. The exhaust note, if Yamaha's current XSR family is anything to go by, will be a perfect blend of modern efficiency and a hint of retro growl, enough to turn heads without overwhelming your ears. Handling is another area where Yamaha is expected to deliver. The XSR 300 is likely to weigh in at around 175 kilograms wet, giving it a light and agile feel that's perfect for newer riders yet still rewarding for experienced ones. A diamond-type steel frame will provide the right mix of rigidity and flex, keeping the bike stable at speed but nimble in tight corners. Suspension duties may be handled by upside-down front forks paired with a monoshock at the rear, tuned for a balance of comfort and sportiness. Braking will likely be handled by disc brakes at both ends, with a large rotor up front and a slightly smaller one at the rear, assisted by dual-channel ABS. This setup should offer strong stopping power and the reassurance of electronic intervention in slippery conditions. The tires, expected to be a mix of road-focused rubber with a retro tread pattern, will add to the bike's old-school look without compromising grip. Now let's talk design, because with the XSR series, style is half the story. The XSR 300 will embrace Yamaha's Faster Sons philosophy, which blends vintage styling cues with modern engineering. Think round LED headlamp framed in brushed aluminum, a sculpted teardrop fuel tank with contrasting paint accents, a flat and comfortable seat, and minimal bodywork that shows off the frame and engine. The instrument cluster will likely be a single round unit, combining an analog-style tachometer with a digital screen for speed, fuel level, and trip data. Color options could include a classic silver with red accents, a deep navy blue with gold wheels, and perhaps a heritage white with retro-inspired striping, shades that add to Yamaha's past while feeling fresh for 2026. Small details, like embossed Yamaha logos on the seat or retro-style badging on the tank, will elevate the bike's visual appeal. Riding position is expected to be relaxed but engaged, a slight forward lean to give you control, but not so aggressive that your wrists sack after an hour. The wide handlebars will provide excellent leverage, and the foot pegs will be positioned for a natural bend in your knees, making this a bike you could ride to work during the week and take on a spirited weekend trip without a second thought. Performance-wise, the XSR 300 is not about chasing superbike speeds. It's about delivering usable, enjoyable performance in the real world. A top speed in the 158-160 km/h range is realistic, but more importantly, the bike should excel in the 0-100 km/h sprint, likely hitting it in around 6-7 seconds. This is quick enough to feel exciting without being intimidating, and thanks to its efficient twin-cylinder layout, fuel economy could hover around 25-28 km/L, making it practical for daily use. Now, let's discuss pricing. While Yamaha hasn't confirmed figures, Market positioning suggests the 2026 XSR 300 could launch in the ballpark of USD $4,900 $5,200 internationally. In India, that could translate to around a superscript 13 a 3.3 lakh X showroom, and in Pakistan, approximately PKR 1,350,000 a 1,400,000 depending on import duties and currency shifts. This places it in competition with bikes like the Honda CB300R, KTM 390 Duke, and Royal Enfield Hunter 350A, but its unique retro-modern identity might give it the edge for style-conscious buyers. One of the bike's strongest selling points will be its versatility. It's not just a commuter, not just a weekend toy, and not just a statement piece, it's all three. The retro charm appeals to those who love the look of 1970s and 80s bikes, while the modern engineering ensures reliability, low maintenance, and real-world performance. For newer riders, it offers a friendly learning curve. For experienced riders, it's a fun, lightweight machine that's easy to throw around and won't punish you in traffic. The Yamaha XSR 300 also benefits from a growing community. The XSR line has spawned a huge custom scene worldwide, with owners turning their bikes into cafe-copyright racers, scramblers, and trackers. Expect the 300 to be just as customizable, with Yamaha's official accessory catalog offering options like fly screens, leather saddlebags, upgraded seats, and more. It's worth mentioning the intangible factor of the way a bike makes you feel. The XSR 300 will likely tap into nostalgia even for riders who never lived through the era it references. There's something special about swinging a leg over a machine that looks like it could be parked outside a diner in 1978. It starts instantly, runs smoothly, and stops on a dime. That emotional connection is something numbers on a spec sheet can't fully capture. If Yamaha plays its cards right, the 2026 XSR 300 could become a benchmark in the retro-modern 300cc class. It has the potential to combine an approachable price, an engine with proven performance, styling that won't age quickly, and a badge that carries decades of motorcycling heritage. It's the kind of bike you could buy as your first, keep for years, and still smile every time you walk up to it. So, whether you're a commuter looking for something with flair, a returning rider after a long break, or a collector who appreciates a future classic, the Yamaha XSR 300 is one worth watching. In the coming months, we'll be keeping a close eye on Yamaha for official announcements and real-world test rides. That's all for today's deep dive into what could be one of the most exciting bikes of 2026. If you enjoyed this review and want to stay ahead of the curve on upcoming releases, make sure to stick with us here on Next Bike World. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep chasing that perfect stretch of open road.